Thank you. Chair Klein and members of the committee, my name is Maggee Hangge, and I'm the Assistant Director for Family Policy at the Minnesota Catholic Conference, the public policy voice of the Catholic Church in Minnesota. We're speaking today in opposition to SF 1961. Please vote no. Facing infertility is a devastating reality. We acknowledge the pain that couples experience and have great compassion for their circumstances. But we must recognize that children are gifts. They are not commodities to which we have an automatic right. Once we look past the emotional appeal, we face difficult ethical dilemmas. More children are killed at IVF clinics than at Planned Parenthood in a given year. Some reports say that up to 90% of embryos created are never born. Many are discarded as medical waste, donated to science, or left frozen for an indefinite amount of time. To determine which of the embryos will have the best chance at life, preimplantation genetic testing is often used. In 2020, this was used in about 50% of the time. PGT is problematic as it can lead to modern-day eugenics. We can now create designer babies with the characteristics and sex desired by their parents. This practice also comes with low success rates. Nationally, 37% of assisted reproductive technology cycles resulted in a live birth. Put the other way, 63% of all cycles fail. And the cost is staggering. Each IVF cycle costs between $15,000 and $30,000, and most couples need more than one cycle because the underlying issue causing the infertility has not been properly treated. Thus, couples can easily spend upwards of $100,000 and may never achieve a successful pregnancy. We should not be using taxpayer dollars to coerce people, including religious employers, into paying for a practice that is not good medicine or sound ethics. One of the more alarming aspects of this bill is that it would allow for taxpayer funding for commercial surrogacy. Surrogacy creates a marketplace where wombs become commodities and children become products. It exploits women and intentionally strips a child of the only mother he or she has known for 9 months. This has detrimental effects for all involved. We should certainly not be funding this practice without properly vetting it through the legislative process. When discussing infertility, it is important to remember that infertility is not the disease in and of itself. It's a symptom of an underlying condition like a hormonal imbalance, blocked fallopian tube, or endometriosis. Pushing couples towards IVF and related treatments without first treating the underlying cause of fertility is problematic. A better path forward is by promoting and covering restorative reproductive medicine, or RRM. RRM works with the woman's body to diagnose and treat the underlying health conditions that may be inhibiting the infertility. It's a tailored approach for each person based on his or her specific needs. RRM is often cheaper than IVF and more successful. To that end, we ask you to support instead SF 4166, which is carried by Senator Coleman. Couples deserve better than being funneled down the assisted reproductive path. We should not misplace our compassion by trying to play God and creating children in a lab, and in some cases separating them from one or both biological parents. Please vote no. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hangge. Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I appreciate that. I would like to offer the A6 amendment.
Senator Duckworth offers